Today on Star Challenge, it's Indian Springs School versus East Brunswick High School.
Star Challenge is made possible by Texaco, where you'll find the new generation of clean gasoline. Clean System 3. Texaco, ardent supporter of the education of America's students. Our promise for the future.
Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the Star Challenge, where our nation's brightest high school stars test their academic skills. More than 2,500 teams accepted this challenge, with the finalists competing for top honors at Rice University. Which team will win? Now, here's your host, Mark Wahlberg.
Good luck to me. Thank you very much. Welcome to Star Challenge. We started with 78 of the top high school academic teams in the country, came to Rice University. We've now narrowed it down to some great teams. One of these two teams will go on to our national championship. Indian Springs School from Birmingham, well, actually Indian Springs, Alabama, and East Brunswick High School is also here. Welcome to both teams. I want to alert you to some sound effects that you'll be hearing today. If you answer correctly, you'll hear this. An incorrect answer, you'll hear this. This sound means time is up in the round. We're going to start with our warm-up round first. Any of you can ring in. Please wait to be recognized by the judges. Good luck. Here we go. For 5 points, in 1573, it became the first European country to introduce the constitutional equality of all religions, and by the late 18th century was home to over half of all the world's Jews. Name this predominantly Catholic.
East Brunswick, Mark.
Poland.
Very well done, Mark. Here's a 10-point math question for you. A department store normally sells a suit for $210. At this price, they make a profit of $50. How much profit will they make if they reduce the price of the suit by 20% in a sale?
Indian Springs, Henry.
$8.
Exactly right, Henry. Good job. 5-point question here. Slang for remarkable or gutsy. It may be a blend of bold and audacious. What's the word?
East Brunswick, Koshik.
Bodacious.
Very well done, Koshik. Here's a 5-point visual question. Check the monitor here in the studio. The medium is charcoal and pastel on paper. What stadium is?
Indian Springs, David.
Wrigley Field.
Very well done, David. Another math question for 10 points. The main trunk of a pear tree has 24 branches. Each branch has exactly 12 boughs, and each bough has exactly 6 twigs. Since each twig bears one piece of fruit, how many pears will it yield?
East Brunswick, Mark.
1,928.
Henry.
1,728.
That's the answer. 10-pointer here. Elected to the House of Representatives in 1966, he was the first Republican to represent Houston. Can you name him?
East Brunswick, Mark.
John Tower.
That's not the answer. Chance for Indian Springs here. George Bush. Remember him? Here's a 5-pointer. Which of the following was not famed for being a great orchestra conductor? Sir Thomas Beecham, Sir Adrian Boult, Arturo Toscanini, Sir Topham Hatt, or Hans von Bülow?
East Brunswick, Mark.
Sir Topham Hatt.
One of my favorite actors. 10-pointer here. This fungal tree infection, Ceratocystis ulmi.
Indian Springs, Amanda.
Dutch elm disease.
That's right. 10-point music question, players. What Burt Bacharach tune picked up an Oscar and a Grammy?
East Brunswick, David.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Good answer. Here's a 5-pointer. Among other things, Richard Nixon is credited with ending 2 decades of distrust and distance between the United States.
Indian Springs, Todd.
China.
Well done. 10-pointer here. A person with what ability can immediately recognize any note that's played?
Indian Springs, David.
Perfect pitch.
That's right. Quite a gift, too. 5-pointer. What is the name for an article printed in a newspaper with That withdraws statement.
Indian Springs, Amanda.
Retraction.
Another 10-pointer. What is the ultimate fate of the protagonist in Ambrose Bierce's
Indian Springs, Henry.
He's hung.
10-point visual question? Check the monitor. What's the name of this Colorado bridge?
Indian Springs, Henry.
The Royal Gorge Bridge.
That's right, Henry. And a 10-pointer here. In The Lady or the Tiger by Frank Stockton, which does the hero face when
Indian Springs, Amanda.
He doesn't know. He never opens the door.
That sound means we've come to the end of our first round of play. Almost ready to play our second quarter of play. Right now, the score is Indian Springs 85 points, East Brunswick 25 points. Let's take a moment to meet our teams. First of all, the Indian Springs School is led by their captain, Amanda Falkenberry, a senior, 5-time gold medalist, and 2 perfect scores on the National Latin exam, will be attending Williams College. Seated next to her, Todd Carty, a junior, 2 perfect scores on the National Latin exam, national medal winner on Southeast champion academic decathlon team. Glad to have you here, Todd. Henry Quillen, sophomore, 3-time gold medalist on the National Latin exam, 2-time American Invitational Mathematics exam qualifier. And David Patton, a junior, member of the Civil Air Patrol and winner of the state geography bee. Glad to have you here. Coaches are Bob Cooper and William Lacoste. Their opponents, East Brunswick High School from East Brunswick, New Jersey, the captain Mark Staloff. Right, Mark?
Yep.
Senior, Rutgers University scholar, National Merit Scholar, newspaper editor, and you'll be going to Harvard next year. Next to him, we have Wayne Nichols, a senior, National Merit finalist, and also the varsity swim captain. We will be going to Carnegie Mellon University. Next to Wayne, we have David Epstein, a senior, Model United Nations, Junior State of America executive, and will be attending New York University in the fall. And Koshik Data rounds out the team, a senior, Bausch and Lomb medal winner, captain of the math team, and will attend Rutgers College. Glad to have you here. Alternate Scott Landman, coach Martin Bordak, East Brunswick High School. Now we'll turn it over to the captain, starting with Amanda. Tell us about Indian Springs High School.
Indian Springs School is an independent boarding school, grades 8 through 12, located outside of Birmingham, Alabama. The school prides itself on its academic excellence and on its philosophy of learning through living. The students have excellent academic credentials. For instance, 1/3 of the graduating class this year were either semifinalists or finalists in the National Merit Scholarship Competition.
Very impressive. Thank you, Amanda. Mark, same for East Brunswick, if you would.
East Brunswick is a suburban community of 40,000 located in central New Jersey. East Brunswick High School is a 3-year high school with an enrollment of about 1,600 students. It offers more than a dozen advanced placement courses, and nearly 90% of the students go on to higher education. We enjoyed national recognition last year when our undefeated girls soccer team was ranked first in the nation by USA Today.
Thank you, Mark. Great job. Let's get started with our bonus category round. Works like this. I'll ask a toss-up question. If you get that right, you get a chance for the bonus category where you can earn up to 50 points. If you miss, the other team will get a chance to answer that question. Good luck, teams. Here's your first toss-up question. Dona nobis pacem is the traditional ending of the Roman Catholic Mass.
Indian Springs, Todd.
Agnus Dei.
Translate it.
Mark.
Give us peace.
That's the answer. East Brunswick, your first category is geometry. Identify the plane or solid figures with which the following area formulae are associated. For 5 points, square of an edge times 6.
Cube.
Very well done. For 10 points, length of its median times its height.
Of a triangle. Area of a triangle.
You get a chance for that one, Indian Springs, for 10 points.
Parallelogram.
Trapezoid was the answer we were looking for there. Trapezoid. Let's go to another toss-up question if we can. Who is currently the president of Iran?
East Brunswick, Mark.
Rafsanjani.
And that gives you a chance in another category, East Brunswick. This time it's ancient history. Name the century during which each event occurred. For 5 points, Octavian established the Roman Empire.
First century BC.
For 10 points, Alexander the Great conquered Persia.
4th century BC.
For 15 points, reign of King David of Israel.
9th century BC.
Chance for you, Indian Springs, to pick up some points. 15 points exactly.
10th century BC.
That is right. Another toss-up question for you, teams. What two religious groups were the primary targets of the Spanish Inquisition?
East Brunswick, Mark.
Jews and Muslims.
That's right. Category now, authors in jail. All right, East Brunswick, for 5 points. Henry David Thoreau spent the night in the Concord, Massachusetts town jail after refusing to pay what?
Poll tax.
For 10 points. Hitler penned Mein Kampf while in prison for what unsuccessful uprising?
The beer hall putsch.
For 15 points, for what crime was O. Henry imprisoned?
Embezzlement.
And for 20 points, rounding out the category, of what crime was Emile Zola convicted?
Treason.
Chance for Indian Springs to pick up 20 points here if they know the answer.
Your answer?
Defending Dreyfus.
Libel. Libel is the answer there. Another toss-up question. This time, music is the category. What sporting event is referred to in what opera in the following section?
Indian Springs, Amanda.
Bullfighting and Carmen.
Absolutely perfect. Mnemonics is your category. For 5 points, what do these mnemonics help you to remember? For 5 points, Holmes.
Names of the Great Lakes.
Names of the Great Lakes.
For 10 points, King Philip cared only for Girl Scouts.
The kingdom, phylum, class,
Kingdom,
order,
phylum,
genus,
class.
species.
Taxonomic.
Okay.
Taxonomic classification.
Taxonomical classification.
For 15 points, my very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas.
The order of the planets.
The order of the planets of the solar system.
For 20 points, come over someday. Maybe play poker. 3 jacks cover 2 queens.
Kings
Any idea?
Those are the letters. Cosine, math.
Okay.
Yeah,
Your answer?
trigonometric functions.
Trigonometric functions.
Chance to pick up 20 points here, East Brunswick.
No answer.
Periods of the geological time scale, that sound means time is up in our bonus round. Almost ready to play our third quarter, but before we do that, I should let you know that all the questions you hear on Star Challenge are provided and authenticated by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. And now let's take a moment to meet our judges. First of all, Chip Beal, Executive Director of the National Academic Association. Next to him, Mike Mastandria, Director, Score Unlimited. And Cheryl Claypool, staff writer for Questions Unlimited. Glad to have all three of you with us. Time to play our 60-second round, players. We'll give you 60 seconds to answer questions under these categories. They are Jerusalem, New Zealand, Wild West, and the fourth is a mystery category. Answer as many as you can in 60 seconds, 10 points for every right answer. If you get 10 correct in the 60 seconds, you get a 20-point bonus. For every one you miss, the other team will get a chance to answer. The score right now, East Brunswick 105 points, Indian Springs 140 points, which means East Brunswick, you'll get the first choice of categories. What would you like, Mark?
New Zealand.
New Zealand it is. All right. New Zealand is the category. Put 60 seconds on the clock now. What 3 colors are seen in New Zealand's flag?
Blue, white, and red.
Where does New Zealand administer a 100,000 square mile area?
Antarctica.
To what segment of the population did New Zealand give the vote in 1918?
No.
Maoris.
What is the largest minority group in the nation?
Maoris.
What acronym names the alliance linking New Zealand with Australia and the United
ANZUS.
States? Who, despite not living there, is the official head of state of New Zealand?
Queen Elizabeth II.
What large island group is New Zealand a part of?
Oceania.
Name any 2 of New Zealand's 3 largest cities.
Auckland and Wellington.
What species of bird is the Apteryx australis?
Kiwi.
Name either of New Zealand's 2 warmest months.
January.
All right, we got to all 10 questions. You were able to answer 7 correctly, right, judges? All right.
8 correct.
8 correct. All right. Let's give Indian Springs a chance to answer. I need to confer with the judges a moment.
Questions 3 and 7.
Thank you. I'm done conferring. Indian Springs, the ones they missed, here's the first one. To what segment of the population did New Zealand give the vote in 1893, the first nation in the world to do so?
Women.
That's right. What large island group is New Zealand a part of?
Micronesia.
Polynesia. Okay. Now a chance for Indian Springs to pick a category. What would you like?
Jerusalem or mystery? Jerusalem. I don't know hardly anything.
Mystery.
Don't you have mysteries?
Mystery, yeah.
Okay, mystery's probably going to be better.
I know.
Mystery?
Yeah.
Do you know a lot about Jerusalem? They've got temples.
Well, maybe it's biblical stuff.
What's your mystery? Mystery.
Mystery.
Okay, mystery.
Mystery category. Today's mystery category is chemistry. A wince of pain from Todd. Here we go. 60 seconds, please, on the clock now. What salt is produced from the reaction of sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid?
Sodium chloride.
What is the charge of the radical nitrate?
Nitrite.
Nitrite.
It's -2. -1.
-1.
A chemical reaction in which heat is absorbed is called what?
Endothermic.
What is the chemical formula for mercuric oxide?
HGO.
Yeah, HCO.
HGO.
A substance which, when dissolved in water, will conduct electricity.
Electrolyte.
The deadliest chemical known has the appropriate symbol Pu. What is it?
Plutonium.
What is the oxidation number of hydrogen?
-1 or +1.
What point has been reached when the vapor pressure of a liquid is...
Boiling point.
What's the minimum number of atoms in one molecule of a compound?
2.
What would you coat iron with in order to galvanize it?
Zinc.
And I have 9 correct answers. Is that right, judges?
Actually not. The oxidation number of hydrogen is plus or minus 1, so they're right and they swept the category.
Swept the category, and that ends our 62nd round. Now we're ready to go into our 4th quarter of play, the quarter that will decide the winner of this match and who will be playing for our national championship. Scores right now, East Brunswick 185 points, Indian Springs 270 points, and it's time to play Stump the Experts. These are harder questions on a college level, 15 and 20-point values. Anyone can ring in. Please wait for the judges to recognize you before you answer. Best of luck to both teams. Your first question, a 15-pointer on art. Their work constitutes a pictorial record of American history and life in the 19th century. American Country Life is the title of this lithograph.
East Brunswick, Wayne.
Courier and Odds.
Good for 15 points. Another 15-pointer for his 15-minute orchestral work of reminiscence and reflections, composer Gunther Schuller recently won which prestigious award?
East Brunswick, Mark.
Grammy.
Todd.
Prix de Rome.
The Pulitzer Prize in Music he won. A 20-pointer here. What is the English title of the work by Johann Strauss, originally entitled Geschichten aus dem Wienerwald?
East Brunswick, Mark.
Tales from the Vienna Woods.
That's right. 15-pointer here. Name the biggest alphabet agency of the New Deal, the biggest spender, the biggest employer.
East Brunswick, Wayne.
Civilian Conservation Corps.
Todd.
WPA.
That's the right answer. 20-pointer here. Name 2 of the 3 major technological hardware developments associated with the first 3 generations of computers.
Indian Springs, David.
Winchester drive disks and microprocessors.
Mark.
The transistor and the microchip.
Vacuum tube, transistor, integrated circuit. Those are the 3. 50-point music question. Listen to this old American favorite and name that tune.
Indian Springs, Amanda.
Grandfather's clock.
That's right. Here's a 15-pointer. At what time Eastern Standard Time does trading on the New York Stock Exchange
East Brunswick, Mark.
9 a.m.
close on business days?
David?
4 p.m.
That's the right answer. Here's a 15-pointer. You can use 3 6s to make 7 like this. 6 over 6 plus 6. Now, use 3 3s to make 24.
East Brunswick, Mark.
3 cubed minus 3.
That's right. Here's a 15-pointer. We humans belong in the animal kingdom. To what phylum do we belong?
Indian Springs, Todd.
Chordata.
That's right for 15 points. Now a 20-pointer. Match these cities: Perth, Darwin, Brisbane, Adelaide, with the north, south, east, and west coast of Australia.
East Brunswick, Mark.
Perth is the west coast, Darwin is the north coast, Brisbane is the east coast, and Adelaide is the south coast.
Excellently done, Mark. 20-point visual question. Check the monitor. The Tribes of Israel is the title of this set of dramatic stained glass scenes by what modern...
East Brunswick, Mark.
Mark Chagall.
That's right. Another 20-pointer. Because 3 fatty acid molecules join one of glycerol, which term is used
Indian Springs, Amanda.
Glycolipid.
to refer to fats and oils?
Mark.
Saturated.
Triglyceride. 20-pointer. Name the famous poem from this line. Approach thy grave like one who wraps the...
East Brunswick, Mark.
Thanatopsis.
That's right, Mark. Another 20-point question. Subtract the age of our solar system from the age of the universe and give me the difference according to widely accepted scientific dating techniques. I'll accept any answer within a $500 million years either way.
Indian Springs, Henry.
6 billion.
Mark.
11 billion.
Accept that. Here's a 15-pointer. Name the last human alive on board the Discovery in 2001: A Space Odyssey.
East Brunswick, Mark.
Dave Bowman.
Right. 15-point music question. Listen to the opening notes of a concerto written by Bach, Beethoven, Brahms, Haydn, or Mozart and identify the composer.
East Brunswick, Mark.
Beethoven.
Very well done. Here's a 15-point question. In which mountain range is Mount Elbrus Europe's highest?
East Brunswick, Mark.
The Caucasus.
Here's a 20-point question. What 1905 treaty ended the Russo...
East Brunswick, Mark.
Treaty of Portsmouth.
Mark's on a roll. 20-pointer here. If the interest rate is 5% compounded annually, how many years will it take for the money in your bank account to double?
East Brunswick, Koshik.
8.
Henry.
14.
Close. It's 15. Here's another 15-pointer. Name the ascetic lover of nature who was the subject of frescoes painted by Giotto.
East Brunswick, Wayne.
St. Francis.
And a 20-point question here. The area of which geometrical figure is determined by the formula side squared times square root of 3.
Indian Springs, Henry.
Equilateral triangle.
That's right. 20-point question here. John Updike.
2 minutes left.
John Updike's latest novel is a retelling of the Arthurian legend of Tristan and Isolde, set in a Latin American country that gives the book its title. Name it.
East Brunswick, Wayne.
Brazil.
That's right, Wayne. 20-point question here. In Massachusetts, it is Route 128. In California, it's Silicon Valley. What is it in North Carolina?
East Brunswick, Mark.
The Golden Triangle.
Henry.
Triangle Park.
15-point question here. Identify the most energetic known form of energy in the universe.
Indian Springs, Amanda.
Cosmic rays.
Mark.
Plasma.
That which comes from quasars, the answer is gamma rays. 20-pointer, Edward Albee won his 3rd Pulitzer Prize for drama, this time for what play? Three Tall Women is the play. 20-pointer here, name 2 of the 5 bellwether states in the U.S. where most social trends start according to megatrends.
Indian Springs, David.
California, New York.
Koshik.
California and Florida.
That's right. 15-point question here. The gravitational pull of the moon and sun on the Earth contribute to the Earth's tides. What other physical force relating to the moon-Earth rotation is also a factor in causing tides? Centrifugal force. Here's a 15-pointer. The petrified forest in Arizona is actually not a forest per se, but the trunks of trees washed from other areas. In southern Montana, however, stand two petrified forests. What caused these two standing petrified forests?
East Brunswick marsh.
Glaciers?
That sound means time's up. Volcanic activity is the answer. The score, 435 to 370. Is it official? It is official? Yes. Congratulations, East Brunswick High School. Well done, folks. Next time, I'm Mark Wahlberg. Bye-bye now.